Maurice Smith is known in the credit union community as a gifted statesman who is guided by his conscience and his faith. For 43 years, he set the standard for leadership through service, showing thousands of North Carolinians the way to financial security through cooperative membership. Maurice recently retired as CEO of sister credit unions, Local Government Federal Credit Union, LGFCU, and Civic Federal Credit Union. The story of how he came to lead two credit unions is one of a caring and responsive cooperator called to seek the betterment of his membership and his community. Born in 1957, Maurice Smith grew up in Southport, North Carolina. He is the oldest child of James and Rebecca Smith, and the brother of three sisters, Sharon, Julie, and Gina. The Smiths were vegetable farmers, growing produce to sell locally. The wisdom and example of his father, combined with the tenets of agricultural life, formed the foundation of Maurice's character. James Bubba Smith directed Maurice to choose a purposeful path early in life. So, at age 12, Maurice decided to become a bank president. His father began to prepare his son for a life of accomplishment and service. On the first day of freshman year at UNC Wilmington, Maurice met his future wife, Diane Gilbert. It was love at first sight for Maurice, and they married in 1981. Their son, Maurice Ravel Smith II, was born in 1988. Raven Catherine Smith was born 2 years later. Mindful of his promise to his father, Maurice secured a banking job after college, but he quickly realized that a traditional banker's path held no meaningful purpose for him. Instead, he became a loan officer at State Employees Credit Union. Maurice began his cooperative career by listening and learning. He recalls arranging a $100 loan for a family to buy enough food to last until payday. In that moment, he recognized a resonance between the cooperative way of doing business and the values of his father. Maurice joined LGFCU in 1992 as executive vice president. During his early years, he pursued a law degree, working nights, weekends, and holidays. It was a quest he describes as a divine ordering of his life, a necessary step toward an impactful life. The law degree prepared him for his later leadership roles at LGFCU, first as president in 1999 and CEO in 2017. Under Maurice's leadership, LGFCU became the fourth largest credit union in North Carolina, with 400,000 members and assets exceeding $3.5 billion. As his credit union grew, Maurice stayed personally connected to staff and members alike. He interviewed every new hire and accepted calls from any member who wanted to tell their story. Responsive innovation was a hallmark of Maurice's career. He proposed a sister credit union called Civic that would operate solely through digital channels. The novel idea, now a national model, made membership expansion possible, including 600 new accounts for first responders. Connection to community was another leadership value for Maurice. He built partnerships with the UNC's School of Government and the North Carolina State Firefighters Association. In 2021, LGFCU and Civic created a foundation to support local housing, healthcare, and food nonprofits. When hurricanes ravaged the state, Maurice persuaded LGFCU's board to donate $100,000 toward disaster relief. Maurice generously shares his expertise, serving on multiple industry and community boards. He was the first African American chair of CUNA's board of directors. He served as chair of National Cooperative Bank and director of the African American Credit Union Association. He is a trustee of his alma mater and is a deacon of Wake Chapel Church in Raleigh. At CUNA, Maurice made a proposal he hoped would breathe new life into the cooperative movement, an eighth cooperative principle of diversity, equity, and inclusion. The CUNA board embraced the idea, and it is now under review by the International Cooperative Alliance. Maurice is the 2020 recipient of the Herb Wegner Award for Outstanding Individual Achievement and the 2019 Pete Creer Lifetime Achievement Award. This year, he was named to the Order of the Longleaf Pine Society, North Carolina's greatest honor. Predictably, Maurice is methodical about retirement. He divides his time into 3 parts: continuing service to credit unions, providing legal advice to advising religious and nonprofit groups, and traveling with Diane to photograph wildlife. Guided by the wisdom of his father and motivated by a desire to seek economic opportunity for all, Maurice Smith improved the lives of thousands of North Carolinians. Tonight, we thank and salute him with induction into the Cooperative Hall of Fame.